Transition. What is up? If you guys can hear us loud and clear, if you guys can see us, hit us with that waka pow, that waka peasy, baby. I hope everybody's happy. LC, loud and clear. LC, please, please. Or if you're a member, hit that emoji. We'd appreciate that. I just want to say Happy New Year. This is my very first live stream, and no better way to kick it off with the homie Brandon, aka I am the OB, aka HightideEDC, aka homie that's not too far from me. Yeah, I got the bars on tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? We're kicking this off right. Let's go. But Brandon, I just want to say thank you so much for joining tonight. I really appreciate you for being here, being my very first guest for this year. You guys are going to see a lot more of these featured guests on my live streams. Maybe I'll be unboxing packages from them. And, you know, we're just going to be shooting the shit. We're going to be talking about HightideEDC. I have a couple questions for him. This is going to be a full-on like interview or podcast, all right, guys? Because we're just going to be hanging out here. I don't want to put Brandon on a hot seat like that. But, you know, funny story, though. I just want to get this out of the way. OB was actually one of the first people I connected with in this live space. I think we were on, I forgot whose live stream we were on. I can't tell if it was like Ron or X. Yeah. And I kept asking these questions, and dude was just not answering my questions. And it was Brandon and Ian, the first two, to just be like, hey man, put a Q colon in front of your shit. And I was like, oh damn. All right. So, you know, from then on, we've just been friends. And, you know, I appreciate you for welcoming me into this world of EDC and being with me for this ride, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me being part of your journey as well. I've really enjoyed watching you develop your content from where you started to where you're at right now, and you've come a long way, and it doesn't go unnoticed.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the kind words. But
absolutely,
this is what we'll do. So I'll unbox some gear, and as I do that, I'm just going to be asking you some questions, and then maybe after that, I'll ask you a couple follow-up, but then we'll look at what I unbox, and then we'll take you from there. How's that sound?
Sounds great. If y'all see me looking away, it's because I'm looking at my screen. I don't have video playback of myself, so I'll kind of be going back and forth a little bit, so bear with me.
You're all gravy, bro. You're all gravy. Before we do that, let's recognize some people that are here. Let's see who's here. I know this chat was popping off early. Pocket Filter with a Sawu in the building. Gio, what's going on? EDC Knife and Tool Trevor. We got NFK. We got, he says, what's up? What's up, guys? How's everyone's night going? New but hyped to be here. Hey, welcome. Welcome. Let's all welcome him. We got Alpha Prime. We got Brad in the building. Heck yeah. All right. So just want to say hi to a couple folks. Of course, our boy Ian is in the chat as well. Black Sparrow EDC, what's going on? Chris Valdez, House of Blade, sponsors of this channel. What is going on? Nicole in the building. How you doing? Mike Cruz. He made it, the cruiser man himself. I got a little ahead of myself, Brandon. Before we get started here, what did you carry today? What did you carry today?
Everybody knows I'm crazy about Notorious EDC, so with that, I've got the All Good pouch and X-Pac Black, loaded out with plenty of REs on the front.
Ooh.
And this is kind of just my grab all, throw it in my backpack every day. So I've got, speaking of Barbarian Brownie.
Yeah, he just stepped in the
Awesome
building. What's
Hank.
up, Mike?
I've got his Hank right here.
Nice.
From Awesome Hank.
I have that coin, that design on the coin.
And then inside, I've got too many pry bars. I've got a beer bomb. And then behind that, something else I've been working on is a slip for the OEG Keystone.
Ooh.
So it's going to be the same form factor as the Big Papa slip.
Right.
Just kind of wet molded and stitched. This one's a little bit easier to pull out though because the Big Papa's kind of got sharp edges around the back, but this one's pretty smooth. You can just kind of pop it out.
Right, right. Is that the thin one or is that the OG?
This is the full-size Keystone.
Okay, got it. I missed out on the light version.
And then I've got the Good Luck Pry Light, also in Typhon 300.
Nice. I think he's going to come out with a drop on those.
I can't bring myself to stop carrying this cheap Gerber multi-tool, but it comes in handy quite a bit, so I kind of just keep that around.
Hey, man.
It's one of the OG EDC tools from my early days.
There you go.
And then Cole, Tri-State EDC, had convinced me to buy this little bitty Elementum, so I keep that in there as kind of a box warrior if I need it.
Right. That's a frame lock, too. What the heck?
It is. Little AAA Phoenix light. Got the nice guy PJB pry bar.
Ooh, I need one of those.
And then 2 slips didn't fit inside this. It was already a little thick, but I've got just the OG stonewashed Big Papa right there.
Nice. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. All right, Tradey Trades, transition. What did I get? Or wait, are you done?
That's what I carried today, yes.
Okay. I was like, hold on, man. That all good pouch has so much space. I was like, bottomless EDC going on right now. Ooh, I like the orange. You had so much stuff in there, I didn't even notice there was orange on the inside.
I'm going to be reloading this for a minute.
Right. Well, as you do that, let's go over what I carried. So I, too, had the Big Papa. Okay. I got that right there. This is the OG Stonewash Titanium. Love this thing. And I also have the slip, the notorious slip that came with it. It's the camo. And then B-Wise. I got a review coming out with this very soon. But I really am into the leather caddies lately, man. I don't know if you have any of yourself. But the leather caddies, I got to thank Gio for that. He got me into it. But it's slim. It's pocketable. It doesn't take too much real estate while it's in your pocket. And it carries all the stuff that I need. You're the ones that pretty much brought this up. The slice right light thing. And I got
slice
exactly
right
that.
light pry.
That's it, dude. Except, oh yeah, you know what? So slice, I got the slice. So for slice, I got this bad boy. This is the Big Eye Design utility blade. Okay, so I got the slice. For the right, I also have another Big Eye Design. This is the Pocket Pro Stonewash because you know it's Tuesday. We got to go titanium. And then we got light, and the light that I got is the Olight i3T. I'm kind of in the i3T phase right now. And then the pry is one by Gondek EDC, and that's the Traveler pry. Got that bad boy right there too. That's what I carry.
I really like the carry culture with Gondek.
Yeah, yeah, dude. So he actually sent this out to me along with some other stuff. I got a review coming out real soon with the gear that he sent me, but I really like it because if you guys haven't checked out Carry Culture's podcast with Max at Gondek EDC, I highly suggest it. This Traveler pry, the cool thing about this and why it's called that is exactly that. It's because you can travel with it. And if TSA happens to confiscate this, they will replace it for you, free of charge. That's insane. I don't know what other pry bar companies will do that or even honor that. But his guarantee is that if this gets taken away by TSA, you get yourself a new one. All right. I don't know the exact stipulations of that. You're going to have to reach out to him, but he stated that on the podcast and it's on their website if you check that out. But the B-Wise, this is a carry-all B-Wise. Check out his website. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for showing that, Brandon.
Thank you.
Well, let's go into some unboxing here, shall we? Let's do that. I'm just going to pick whatever random one. So, let me use that. Oh, actually, I had a knife on me too. This is on the table. I was looking for it. I carried the Pelican by Concept Knives. This is a lefty variant. And that blade, man. My gosh. That ramp right there. Amazing. Freaking love it. But that is the knife that I carried today. So let's check out what I got here. This is from our boy Geo Pocket Filth. He's in the chat right now. All right. So, okay, let me go over this first one here. Bam. Take a look at that. You have one of these, right? Little West Side Four Fingers. Tossing them up, little Mickey hands. Got that. And then I also have the blacked out. I'm on this blacked out tip, dude. I've been on it lately. But I also have, boom, I have this right here. This is the Mario, the question, the no entiendo. I got that in black as well. Check out that stuff. And then what else? I got some, okay, I'm not going to take this out because I'm going to lose it. But I got some keycaps for my Thawker. I got the Pocket Filth Break Yourself keycaps. And then Geo also hooked it up with some cart snipes. OG cart snipe patches. So I got one that's murdered out and I have one that's colored as well. Man. Hey, yo. Geo, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Salute. Heck yeah. But Brandon, got a question for you.
Sir.
First one I'm going to ask you. How did your passion for leather crafting start?
I've been on quite a journey with EDC. So I used to make the pins back in the day, and sad story about that. My father passed away in 2015, and I just lost my passion for it back then. As far as being like a creator and maker of things, and I had a Shopify site back then as well.
Right.
And so over the years, I've still been a gear nut. I still carry stuff all the time. I just didn't go as crazy as I did on knives this past year previously. But just really getting my way back to going to a blade show and meeting Tom for the first time back at Blade, Texas, and having about an hour conversation with him. And he just kind of lit a fire up under me to get back into it. He said there's never been a better time to get in than now, and the pie is big enough for everybody to have a slice, not just a crumb.
Yeah.
So he said, go for it. The best camera you have or the best camera you can get is the one you already have. So
right.
I just took that and ran with it and started creating content and started getting into making things again. And I had experimented with leather in the past, and I thought about doing a valet tray and a couple other things, accessories, so to speak. And that's how the Big Papa slip was born. And I've seen other options, but it looks like, you turn it upside down and they fall out sometimes, and they're cool for carrying in your pockets. But if you have to break it out or something and something happens, then you just scratched an expensive piece of pocket art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
they're not cheap too. So you're right.
They're a little hard to get out of my slips. So I definitely highly recommend a lanyard be used with them, but it's still manageable. You slip your finger behind and kind of pull out.
Okay. Nice. Well, we're going to get into some pieces that you sent over to me as well, but that'll be at the very end. I got a couple more unboxing before I do that, but let me open this up right here. So I know I'm going to ask you this a little later on, but, or you had brought it up, that pen, you have one on you? You have one that you can show us?
I thought I did.
Little desk knife. I mean desk pen. And as you do that, I'm gonna open this up. It looks like we got Osan that stepped in the building. Mike Cruz says Geo is an official sponsor of my channel. 100%, dude. Geo's a homie. Oh, there it is. Tell us a little bit about that. What do you got going on there?
Previously, I made 308 pins. They're a little bit larger, a little bit heavier. And then I saw some 300 blackout.
Yeah.
And I remembered these credit card pin kits from back in the day, and they're kind of the same bore, which is this pin's transmission in here is the same as a full-size pin, so it's going to be 7 millimeters for your inner barrel right there for all your pin parts to get pressed into. So I found smaller nibs, center bands, and clips, and that's how this was born right here.
What's
so you've got to drill out the primer pockets. It's just a mini cross ballpoint refill.
Okay.
So it's one of these types. You just kind of, if you need to switch it out, you can go to any, Office Depot, Staples, and buy mini cross ballpoint refills. Medium point black ink is what I use in these.
Nice. Are those going to hit
and
your
then
site?
That's, I've got 3 of these left right now. All black is going to be coming out shortly. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of the 308 pins. They're getting Cerakoted as we speak. And one of the colors is Robin's Egg Blue. So be on the lookout for those. They'll be dropping real soon.
Nice. Dude, that's a lot smaller than I've seen on pictures.
So here is next to the little Scout Medic.
Oh, shoot.
Pretty small pin.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 308 cartridge. So
full size Good Luck Pride. This is a 300 blackout cartridge.
Oh, that's a 300 blackout. Okay. Yeah, 308. I would imagine you're looking at something a lot larger.
The 308 looks like a regular size tactile turn pin. It's a little bit fatter.
Yeah. A little bit at the top. Man, I was just messing with some 308s during Thanksgiving, man. Giving my shoulder a little workout.
Having some fun.
Yeah, man. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Let's see. Osan stepped in the building. What's up, dude? What's going on? Earl. He's in the building as well. Nice, nice. Jason Cable in the building. What's going on? All right. So this is, I already got opening with a package here, but this is the second one I got here. And this, let me ask you first. Do you got any Victorinox pocket tools? Multi-tools?
I have a Swiss Army knife. That's like just one of the classic ones.
The classic SD, like the small one?
Yeah, really small. It's actually a Desert Warrior edition from Blade HQ.
Oh, no shit. Oh, right. That's dope. I thought you had the Tinker, bro. You didn't have the bigger version of that?
I don't.
Okay. Well, reason why I asked is because this is the very first multi-tool that I purchased. It's the Black Huntsman. Has like, I don't know, 15, 18 tools, including the toothpick, the tweezers at the end. I think you can put a pocket clip on this, but it looks really weird. But anyway, I got in contact with someone on Etsy, and they sent over this right here, dude. Some titanium scales for the sack. Now I can up my
custom scales without going daily custom.
Exactly. Oh man, daily custom. I looked at how much those were. You're looking at upwards of $100, even more
for scales plus the tool.
Yeah, and that's not even
plus the labor to do it all yourself.
Yeah, you're buying at least three Tinkers, if not more. You know, how do the scales cost more than the tools?
Check out some of the other, I don't remember the name of it right now, but just kind of a mental note for you on the Swiss Army knives.
Yeah.
Somebody makes a very small spider coat blade that goes in them. It's got the Spidey hole and everything, and they make them in drop point, tanto, and I think there's a clip point available too, I want to say.
Bro, you have to send me that link.
I'll look for it after the stream and I'll text it to you.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta know who that is. I saw Alan. What's in my pockets? He has one like on his camo sack. It's like a Spyderco one because it has a hole.
Yeah, it's actually a Spyderco blade that they're modifying it
Right.
with a pivot to actually fit into a Victorinox. This is my small Tangerine.
Oh,
It doesn't have a
shoot.
corkscrew or anything cool, but it's got the toothpick and the tweezers in the handles, as most sacks do.
Yeah.
And then one other little cool thing that I've never really used, scissors.
Okay, that's good, man. Hey, any multi-tool with a pair of scissors is like all good to go for me. That's for sure. But if I were to put the scales on this Victorinox, that's kind of how it would look like. I just have it on top of the black, but I got something new to rock on the Cruiser for Titanium Tuesdays. Heck yeah. Second question for you, bro. I just want to ask, with the space of leather making right now, I mean, there's a lot. I feel like there were a lot of, or maybe, you know, I was just ignorant to how many leather makers there were out there. But I feel like ever since I started following your leather journey, I started coming across a lot more leather makers. But I wanted to ask you specifically, like, what's your inspiration with creating new pieces and new gear for yourself in High Tide EDC?
To be honest with you, to this day, I discover new makers in this space every single day still. And it gets really hard over time. You start seeing more things and more patterns, more shapes
Right.
to differentiate yourself. But there are ways to do it, as far as like with the beer bomb slip. I hadn't seen anyone else doing kind of a really form-fitted slip like that. You know, it was just very nice leather with nice embossing and great stitching put together. Some of them have clips, some of them have a lanyard hole, but I hadn't seen any that really had like kind of a detent feature. So I thought, you know, I wet molded some valet trays. What if I can do this around a beer bomb and, you know, use a bone folder and get it really tight on there and then draw on the features? That's how the eyebrow gets onto the beer bomb, is I draw it on there with this tool I have. Actually, I've got it right here. So I use this and kind of draw it into the leather and imprint it there permanently. And it's just little things like that. And, really looking at patterns and making them to your own style. I would never try to sell something that was based off of a pattern, as far as like a mass-produced wallet or something like that. It's just, you're just selling somebody else's work that you're making.
Exactly.
I don't frown upon it, but it's not something that I would do personally.
Right. Like it has your
because you might have some company approach you that wants you to white label something for them. You don't want to be white labeling someone else's design.
Exactly. That's the details, man. I mean, I'm going to open your package in a little bit here, but the details, I was going to get to asking you, like, how you get the eyebrow in there, dude, you know? Because you must have to heat press it so much that it just sticks onto the beer bomb. But
I do it when the leather's still wet, so it's malleable.
Okay.
And then it dries in place like that. Once it's dry, I mean, you'll see when you open those, they're pretty solid.
Damn, man. All right.
Like you're gonna hit it. It's gonna.
Yeah. Woo! You gotta be excited, dude. I still got some stuff to unbox here, man. But here, let me get to that. I got another package here. This is from our dear friend, Mr. Live with Purpose. So let's see.
What could this be?
Oh, who knows? Only this unboxing will tell. But what's the chat saying right now? What's the chat doing? What are they saying over there? Hold on, let me read this message. So Ron says, Mikey, grateful for you, bro. Enjoy the patches. Exodia is complete. Waka pow, Ron. My guy. All right, let's see. Yo. No way. All right. Okay. Okay. So I was super bummed. I was telling Ron this when we were at Blade West. So I was like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty bummed I didn't get to get any of your patches, bro. And he was like, don't trip. It's like, I got you. I was like, oh, for real? And then he had his drop. He had his black drop, right? So he hooked it up with that. We got the black Live with Purpose. I got that on there. 3D, man. Like, the details of that is freaking awesome. Okay, I got the OG. Hooked it up with the OG. Okay. Got that OG right there. All right. This, hold on. Okay, so this is one that he actually gave me at Blade West. Okay, this is unreleased right here. LP, baby. All right. So he sent that. Kind of reminds me of like Miami Nights. And then I think this is unreleased too. Ron, I hope this is okay that I'm showing this, but this is one right here. Bam. Unless he showed this already himself. We got like yellow, red, purple. Yeah, man. So he hooked it up with those patches. Ooh, I got the Exodia set, man. Shoot. All right, let me try to. All right, small fry. Let me show you on the small fry. So that way you guys can get a glimpse of what this looks like here. And can we just talk about Ron's packaging? What the heck? Just like straight shits on mine, dude. I just put mine in a baggie. That's it. It's packed with love.
Hand-folded origami.
You can't, yeah, right? Shoot. High Tide with a super chat, bro. What the? You're sending this in real time right now. It says, Mikey, you can let the collab slip we talked about out the bag. Oh. You know what?
He's in the chat. He told me to bring it up. So
okay,
I talked to you about it. You're really good with words.
Yeah.
You have a cruiser, so.
Okay. Do you have one on you right now?
I don't have that one.
Okay. All right. Well, here, let me just show you guys this. It's been a minute, man. I had to dust off my small fry, but you know, this is an old banger for me. But bam. Ron has helped me complete Exodia. Ooh. All right, cat's out the bag. So you want me to bring up the collaboration that you have?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't want to botch it up. So.
And
Brandon,
also, I have to do this since you just did that.
Ooh, there we go. Small.
I don't have the trifecta, but I got these two.
Yes. Oh shit! Am I doing it the wrong way? Is it supposed to be slanted?
He actually
like that?
talked about that in a video. You can do it any way you want.
Oh yeah, because
But if you look at it like this, it's kind of like LP.
Yeah. No, I see what you're doing there. I'm following you. Okay, so all right, we're just dropping some stuff here then. Okay, so well, HightideEDC, our boy right here, Brandon, has a collaboration with Mr. Mike Cruz, who's also in the chat. So Mike, if you want to shed the exact details of it in the chat, you know, get everybody's panties wet here, get them all excited. right? Let them know. But they are going to be doing a collab slip for the Cruiser. The Cruiser. And we don't have like a prototype that we can show, but we just want to show you guys, or tell you guys right here on Mikey Daily Carries Live, the collaboration that they got coming. So if you guys are a part of the Cruiser crew, the Cruiser family, stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's going to be dope. Ricky Hernandez in the building says he likes collabs. What's going on, man? What is going on? Ian also said, Mikey, you don't have the first patch Ron dropped ever? Is that not this one? Like the yellow one that I have? That's his first one, right? Or is it larger than that?
It doesn't have the geometric 3D design on it. It's just it's the OG colors with the LP, and it's a larger RE.
Oh, like this, like the slap that he sent me. But
I think it's just like that.
Ah, shoot! I've been bamboozled. So I gotta hit him up. I don't have.
Hey, you have one that none of us have though.
I don't have Exodia's head, so I have the arms and legs, but I need the head. But I got that. That's what I'm talking about. But Mike Cruz and High Tide. I mean, Brandon, I talked about it a little bit. Can you just share like maybe some details? What it is, maybe some colorways, what it's gonna look like. I don't know.
So it's going to be available in every colorway, and I just got a couple new colors in. One of those is a Wicket and Craig traditional harness leather, but it is in gray, and it's got kind of a slick finish to it. So it's very similar to titanium in a way, if leather was titanium.
Right.
And on the back of this Big Papa slip, there's going to be a hooked back, and it's actually going to be stitched into the leather.
Right.
It's not going to come off ever.
Yes.
And you can put it on the back of a Cruiser, on a pouch, in a backpack. Anything that's got a loop filled will accept it, but it is going to be perfect for the Cruiser. And there's another Cruiser that's going to be coming out soon. So keep your eyes open out for that, for Mike Cruz with the 6.0. I'm sure some of you have already heard about it a little bit.
I can't wait.
But
I cannot wait.
It's the end all be all so far. Every iteration he does just steps it up that much further. That's just the kind of maker he is, and I've also witnessed his work, come a long way from where he started. And the guy is seriously underfollowed. Guys, if y'all aren't following Mike Cruz,
please
go to Instagram. If you've got an Instagram account, you need to be following his work. He puts together really cool travel vlog videos.
Yes.
They're reels, but they're like vlog style travel videos. Kind of in your face with the Cruiser, and then comes away from the camera and he'll be in another location. They're just really cool highlight reels. So definitely check out Mike Cruz on Instagram if you're not already.
Yeah, man. Straight like point of view videos, which I really, really like. That's dope. That's dope. Okay, so this I'm going to unbox, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little lost with a lot of the stuff that's in here because, I'm fairly novice when it comes to knife maintenance. I don't know what would you say your level of knife maintenance is? Pretty intermediate or advanced? What do you think?
Mine's pretty basic. If a blade starts to stick, I'll put some KPL in there.
So speaking of which, I didn't tell you I was opening this today.
I saw the logo in the background.
Ah, damn. I am not good. Okay, so I got good old care package from KPL. All right, and this is the platinum pack. Comes with a bunch of shit. Stuff that I'm not even gonna lie, like I don't know how to use, but I'm gonna YouTube it, right? YouTube University, that's what it's all about. But I got the Vibratight, that I want to say is a thread locker or something like it. Kind of reminds me of it. Obviously they hooked me up with some slaps. All right, some KPL slaps. By the way, if you use code Mikey Daily Carry at KPL, Knife Pivot and Lube, you get 10% off. So I don't know if my link tree has been linked in the chat, but it's definitely in the description of this video. If you want to get any type of discounts for a plethora of EDC companies that I currently partner and work with, check it out right there. KPL specifically, if you use Mikey Daily Carry, you get 10% off. But I got all the different lubes. So I got heavy, ultralight. I got original. So I got all that right there. Okay. I need to jump on a bunch of Lefty EDC videos because he does a good job of kind of walking through the steps. I got a microfiber cloth because you definitely need that, you know. Made in England. Oh. And then some semichrome polish. All right. Caution. Skin and eye irritant. See back panel. Ooh, that's bad news for me. I got eczema. I'm rubbing at that all the time. But I got that right there. Some semichrome polish. All right. And then I got some tabs. Some rust prevention tabs. Okay, this thing is stacked. This whole box. I also got the ultra micro 1mm knife care swabs. So if you want to get in the nooks and crannies and you don't want to touch it, get fingerprints and stuff like that, or even get your hands all lubed up and stuff, you got that right there. And then I got some knife oil. All right, some all natural knife oil right there. Okay. Dang. I got the knife shield. Looks like a spray. Also helps. It's a protectant. It's food safe. What? I'm gonna spray this on some tacos.
Some kitchen knives.
Okay. Shit. Look at you. Helping me out with the
chef knives. You know, food safe stuff. If you happen to cut food and there's some of that left on the blade, it's not gonna harm you.
Ah, there it is. OB for the save. And then I got a rust eraser. Okay. I got a couple things I can use this on right now. I'll tell you that. This thing is pretty heavy too. But KPL, thank you so much for hooking me up. Use Mikey Daily Carry for 10% off. Get yourself a discount.
They gave you enough stuff to start a blade restoration service at the Blade Show.
Yeah. Is it too late to get a booth?
Probably not in Texas.
You want to work with me? You want to run the table?
Let's do it.
Hey, we're gonna turn intermediate real quick. Yeah. But let me get back to this. Oh, I didn't really get to ask you, but you have a couple things on your site. I'm gonna open your box right now. But what creation piece are you most proud of and why that you currently have?
I would have to say the Big Papa slip, just because that brand is so close to my heart, being Notorious EDC, and the fact that Tom raved about it and we messaged about it. He really, really enjoyed it. So that meant a lot to me, and I've kind of just branched out from there. And I started, that branched out into these pocket slips for knives.
Right.
This one is for a kingpin. This one's a little bit bigger. I've got a Jack Wolf in here that actually has a clip on it.
Yeah.
But if you look at the bead blasting work on a Jack Wolf knife, it's super nice. I wouldn't want my keys to be rubbing up against that in my pocket, so I just made a slip for it and post them, and then people ask, and then it became a product.
See, you care about your stuff that much. Like I'm reckless, dude. So
my kingpin's got, I don't know if you'll see them, but it's got some marks on it. It's seen some work.
That's a stonewash one, right?
Yes, so it hides them a little bit better, but I've got a couple of deep gouges in there that I put in it early on. So ever since then, once you cross that point, you kind of don't care anymore. But
yeah,
still try to take care of my stuff.
That's the type of material that you want to have those battle scars with,
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, all right. Well, I just opened up your package. Hold on. Yo,
you opened up my package.
Yo. You got quite a bunch of stuff in here, man. Oh, you got me a letter too. Look at that. Pade Mikey from Pade OB. Is this something that like I should read right now, or?
You can read it.
Okay, cool. All right, it says thank you. All right, Pade Mikey. It's been an honor to be a part of your EDC journey this past year. I hope you enjoy these creations I put together for you. Here is to an amazing future. Thank you, OB. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. You the man. I'll tell you that. All right, so is there a specific way that I should open this up? No? Should I
just go for it.
All right, cool. It looks like you got another pack. Oh, is this my beer bomb?
Yes.
This is. Okay. Yeah, so I had to send OB my beer bomb because I didn't have the Big Papa. I just had the regular size one. But he customized
And at the time,
it.
I didn't have a beer bomb, so I used his to make a slip for him. But I have since purchased 2 OG beer bombs. So
Yeah.
now production's underway, and those will be listed soon as well. So
Yeah.
up until now, I've only really offered the Big Papa.
Uh-huh.
But now that I've got some actual beer bombs to make those from,
Yeah.
they're not quite as thick, and it'll work in a Big Papa slip, but it's too loose, and I just didn't like the way it felt. So I've been all over EDC Rehab and the Notorious EDC Facebook group trying to get one, and
Yeah.
finally came across 2 different ones, and one of them was from Brady West actually, and so that one came in clutch. I was able to, after I sent that one back to you, I used that one to make one for Mr. Barbarian Brownie, so he will be getting his shortly as well.
Nice. That's dope, man. Hey, I'm glad like we got to rep this on or we're gonna be able to rep this on our channels too. So I'm gonna have a deep review going in on these items. But I've missed this, dude. I forgot. Because I've been messing with the Big Papa, the Stonewash.
Since you got the Big Papa.
Yeah, it feels so much smaller in hand. I'm like, where's the rest of it? But this
almost feels like you could stack 2 of them together and make a Big Papa.
Exactly. I mean, we're right there if you look at that. And this is actually courtesy of our boy Chris. Chris parted ways with this OD green, and that's how I have it now. So thank you to Chris. But yeah, look at the thickness of the Big Papa compared to the OG. I mean, that kind of.
And that's special too, because Chris doesn't really part ways with Notorious EDC gear very much.
No, he doesn't. So, all right. Well, let's start off with this right here. This is a knife slip with lanyard black. So you made these knife slips specifically for the kingpins, or is it pretty universal?
It's universal, so I've got a couple different sizes, and so it's listed for kingpins or slip joints, but on the website right now, measurements are on there. But if somebody wants something different, I'll usually just message them and ask them what size knife they're putting in it or what exact model they're putting in there, and I'll get the manufacturer's measurements on that knife, and I'll go from there.
Nice. Hey, wait, correct me if I'm wrong. HightideEDC is my code for your site, or is it Wakapow?
HightideEDC.
HightideEDC. So by the way, as I go through these items, if you use HightideEDC at HightideEDC.com, you get 10% off your order. And why not? Ooh, look at that. It just feels premium, dude. I freaking love it. Look at that. So it doesn't have to be for the kingpin at all. I think when we were talking about it, oh, your stitch work too is amazing. That's crazy. So how did you get into all the leather making stuff? Like, is this something that you did when you were a kid with your pops, or you just kind of self-taught, self-learned, YouTube universe? What was it?
So a combination of self-taught and YouTube universe. A lot of people are close to a Tandy leather, and if not, you can order stuff from them online. And so to practice some stitching, I ordered some cheap like project kits that are made with really terrible veg tan leather, but they've already got the holes punched in them, so you can kind of learn saddle stitching. That's where I started learning saddle stitching from. And then there's a really good leather maker out there by the name of Mascon Leather.
Okay.
And I've watched his tutorial videos on stitching as well, and kind of picked up a couple more tricks.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing a stitch run, let's say you've got 1 foot of stitching, that's a lot of over and under all the way across that piece. If you can save yourself just 1 second, that's minutes across, multiple thread holes that you've got to do. So I just kind of picked up on those things and increasing your efficiency, because you can make a good looking product, but if you're doing it as a business, you need to be able to do it efficiently and basically make it worth your time, because if not, you're just going to resent yourself, and you're going to resent that, I priced this too low. It took me 3 hours to make that. I really don't like that kind of thing. So it's a lot of really analysis as far as, creating something new and figuring it out. And I did a lot of trial and error. I messed up a lot of pieces before I brought the first one officially to the market. I wanted to make sure that it was dialed in, that the pieces looked good, that my edge work looked good, and something wasn't going to fall apart. I took a big papa slip after I made it, and I put my hands in there. I tried to rip it apart. And I did the same thing with just the barge glue that I used in between before I punched and stitched the holes, and I couldn't even get that apart. Now, that's not a guarantee every time, but just going kind of through those things, you just want to figure everything out, kind of learn on your own. So if anyone else out there is trying to get started in leather work, I just encourage you to experiment. You can use like old snack boxes, like little Debbie snack cakes and stuff, or cereal boxes. You can draw your patterns out for what you're designing on those, and you'll have something rigid to trace on your leather. And you can kind of just go from there. You can buy stitch chisels and punches from Tandy Leather as well, and you can kind of branch out from there. And as you're doing your research, you'll discover all the companies and suppliers that you should work with. And one of the ones I actually met was Weaver's Leather Supply, and they actually had a pretty large booth at Blade Atlanta. So it was really cool to meet them and talk to them, because I had seen their videos throughout the years. And Chuck Dorsett's a really good guy over there. So if you have any questions, you could reach out to him, and he'd be more than happy to help you out and get you started.
Look at that. Dropping knowledge and helping us out. That's dope, dude. I don't have a Kingpin, nor do I have a Jack Wolves, but I fitted this with my Daily Carry Company mag blade. So I have my mag blade in there, which doesn't have a pocket clip, and that fits in there pretty sweet. Like, I
hope so, because I took the measurements to make that slip from that knife manufacturer's website.
Really?
I made it for that knife for you.
Like a glove, dude. I appreciate you. And then your stamp, your high tide stamp on the bottom. Like, come on now. The attention to detail. I freaking absolutely love that. Yep.
So you see this larger one? It's got purple stitching.
Oh.
Because it's got my Purple Haze.
Yeah. That's
after
sweet.
hours in it.
That's sweet. That's sweet. I wonder if, here, let me slide one of these scales in here. I think that might push it a little bit much, but no, it's a little too low. I was thinking the Victorinox, so the titanium scales that I just got, if I slap that on there. But maybe if I have the lanyard stick out, yeah, I guess it's not so bad, but this is what it kind of looks like with the sack in there. It's sideways because the plastic scales are causing it to do that. But I think if I put the titanium scales on there, it's going to be pretty flat. But thank you. How much is this going for?
Yeah, not as much material.
What's the price of
you
this?
put me on the spot. I had forgotten. I want to say it's $45.
$45. Okay. Mikey DC Get you a discount on that. Let's see. Let's open up another one here. This is going to be the Beer Bomb Slip in black. Ooh. For which one? So just regular?
Yeah, that'll fit the one you just took out of the box.
Okay. Nice. Ooh. So is this the exact one that you measured my beer bong to?
Yes, that was actually formed around your beer bomb.
Oh man, that fits like a glove, dude. I like that. I see what you're saying though with the
trying to get that out of there.
OEG, yeah, you gotta I mean, it's good. It falls right in, and then this notch that you have right here for where you put your finger in is perfect because that's actually what has it retained into the actual slip. But I like that. So you're telling me this exact one with hook and loop on the back is what you're going to be collabing with Mike Cruz?
Yes, that and the Big Papa slips. And also, if I know a lot of the cruiser crowd probably carries OEG Keystones as well, so I'm going to go ahead and do it for those.
What?
But as far as the majority of the popularity being Big Papa slips, those are going to be done on a pre-order because we expect the volume to be higher, and I don't want to just be making a few at a time. I'd like to kind of get, a good head count of how many we need to do on the first run.
Right.
And run it for a set amount of time and do an open pre-order versus a capped one.
Okay.
And then we're going to determine that time together once he gets the one that I sent him in hand. He's got one of two that exists right now. I've got the other one, but I left it at work.
Damn, what a tease. But you know what? I'm going to have Mike on here. So this is a little spoiler. I'm going to have Mike Cruz on here first week of February. He's actually going to be my very first February guest. And we're going to be showing you guys a little something. That's it. That's all I can tell you. We're going to be showing you guys a little something. You don't want to miss out because it's going to be a heck of a time. But there you go. Mike Cruz said he's going to show it live. He's going to show exactly what I'm talking about live. But this is also a black slip for the Big Papa. So first time slipping in. Let's see. Yo, like a glove, dude. Heck yeah. So we got the Big Papa and we got the OG in green, both in black. Take a look at that. Is there a price difference in the two?
There will not be. They'll be the same.
Okay. What's the price point? What are we looking at?
Those are, I should know my own stuff, but I don't. Once I list it, I don't really pay attention to it.
Yeah.
55, and then I have a slip combo deal where if you buy, so the knife slips themselves are 40, but if you buy the slip combo, if you pick up a knife slip and a beer bomb or Big Papa slip, those are 90. So you save a little bit there.
Oof. Dude, what the hell? Those prices are phenomenal. Like, man, the craftsmanship that comes with this too is just insane, dude.
I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me.
And
for real.
I'm just getting into the leather niche. All right. So like I told you, my pouches, like my Data Crew pouches, my GBGs, other makers as well, Comey pouches, those are kind of like my sling pouches now. I use them for tools. Right. I got a couple of videos. I gifted my wife a pouch. But the slips, I've just been admiring leather, and to add these pieces to the collection, like, come on, dude. I freaking love it.
And then you have people with different tastes too. I've had a couple people asking about making a kind of like a scout carry slip almost for like a large camping or survival knife.
Yeah. With
soft loop that they can wear on a belt. And, that's kind of outside the box in the EDC world. There's not many of us that actually carry that way, but it's cool to know that your work is reaching other audiences like that, and they like your stitching or your attention to detail or what the color or the leather that you use in a certain way, to where they're kind of curious about, well, I like to carry my stuff this way. Can you do something like that? And the answer is absolutely.
Yeah.
You just need to work with messaging back and forth and make sure it's exactly what you want, and then I go from there.
Damn, man. Look at that. Customer service, y'all. Customer service. This is a one-man show too. You do all this by yourself, right? Like,
yes.
You don't have anybody.
Printing the shipping labels, packing the orders, stamping the leather, stamping, my stationery. I actually use the same leather stamp for this to put that logo on everything that you saw
right
on your card and on the bags and everything like that.
Man,
I actually hand stamped all of that, and I print a packing slip for each order. I handwrite thank you cards for each order. The personalization of sending something you made out into the world. That's kind of like me saying goodbye to it, but welcoming you to it.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. And I opened this up while you were speaking here, but what? The OD green? Come on. Let me slide the beer bomb in there. Oh, the colorway. Dude, I freaking like that.
And that'll get darker over time too, so it'll probably end up matching that beer bomb pretty closely.
Right, the patina that just comes with it. I like that too, like how leather just patinas over time. Dude, oh my gosh. Okay, well, that's going to be in photos in my carry tomorrow, I'll tell you that. So we got 3 slips. I got 3 slips right there. Oh, wait, hold on. I got the micarta. I forgot about that. Okay, so I got the micarta. The micarta is the same size as the OG, and bam, look at that. Fits like a glove. I got the micarta in the black. Okay, I got the big Papa Stonewash in the black. All right, and then I got the OD green in the OD green. Okay, come on.
That's just Mikey doing Mikey right there.
And it ain't even Shark Week. You know what I'm saying? Heck yeah. I appreciate you. These are going to live in here, and they're going to go in my vault case. I'm going to be making a Nuck video soon, actually. Just waiting to borrow Geo's Nucka. And then I feel like I have a couple Nucks that I just want to review and take a look at. But, dude, look at this. I mean, speaking of Exodia and completing things, like, come on. The detail. Ooh. Is that...
I might collect a few.
Are those all beer bombs?
Big Papas, and then this is just an OG in titanium.
Nice. You
I've got a bubblegum kind of mint splattered OEG
like that.
Keystone.
I like that.
Geo's Nucka right there.
Yeah.
All American Maker. Topo Brass Cigar Rest. And then I've got 2 mixtapes, and these are from Tactic Owl.
Oh, those are dope. Those are really sick.
This one is actually Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang! Hey, they're going to have a residency here out in Vegas, man. That's going to be dope. That's going to be real dope. I don't know if you've seen... you've seen this. I've sent it to you, but this is the Swamp EDC. Dude, if you can make a slip for this...
I need to get my hands on some of those for sure.
Heck yeah, man. This is pretty dope. Like, I'm working with them too. They're going to send me another one in a little bit where this is like a titanium. But what's really cool about this is that this inlay right here, magnetic, okay? And you can switch it out with a bunch of different inserts and inlays.
So like if you want to do like Mokume or frag pattern titanium or a different color titanium, micarta, carbon fiber.
Let me show you.
He's got all that stuff.
It's all on his site. It's all on their site. It's actually a pair of guys. This is the brass that they sent over as well. And then they have the brass Segaiha inlay in there. And then let's say it's Monday, right? And I want to go micarta. Well, now I got brass with micarta. Okay. Or what if it's Tuesday? All right. Well, like today, I want to go titanium. Well, now I got myself a titanium frag inlay. Okay. And maybe on a weekend you want to go fat carbon, right? Carbon fiber. Bam. And you got that inlay. And you can do that with all of their knucks. So that's
even I think they have 2 or 3 different designs of them, right?
Yeah, I think they have like 3 right now. They have like 3.
And then the inlay works on every single one of them.
Every single one. So that's what I thought was really cool about that. And then obviously you have your lanyard hole on the side, got my bead there as well, and then you hold it like so. This backside bottle opener, you just pop it open with one hand. That's it. You don't have to do anything crazy or funky with it. But
and you don't have to take the inlay out or anything because it's on the top side and the opener's on the bottom side.
Smart. And then you also hooked me up. This is the last thing in this package here with a valet tray. Come on now. This is freaking sweet, dude. So this is a black one. I'm sure you have like different colors too, right?
Yes.
Nice. What's this?
There's going to be more added soon.
What's this going for?
So since I have different sizes on those, see the minimalist valet tray, the pill shape, which is that one, is 45, and the large rectangular ones are 55.
Dude, the prices, man, are unbeatable. I'm telling you.
But once I do, they're going to be done in 2-piece with a stitch line, bordered stitching around the outside. Yeah. Those are going to pump up to around the $100 mark because it's using more leather, and then it's the labor of stitching everything by hand as well.
Right.
But it's anyone that opens that and receives it in a package, there's no way they're going to be let down by that, and that's what I stand behind.
Yeah.
If you don't like something I make, send me a message and we'll get it worked out. I'll get you taken care of one way or another.
Heck yeah, dude. This is definitely going to sit on my desk, but take a look at that. I don't want it to fall, but I kind of organized it to have all of your gear. So I got the leather slip. I also have the 3 beer bombs in there as well. Badass, dude. Cannot wait to just tinker and toy with this. But OB,
you can also use those trays you can do knife maintenance. No, I appreciate you. Thanks for having me on. I'll have a better setup next time to actually be more engaged with the camera and actually see myself and what I'm focusing on when I hold something up to the camera. And
yeah,
I'll be a little bit less awkward from going from the camera to the computer back to the camera again. So
yeah,
I appreciate everybody as well.
Absolutely. I'm not ignoring the chat here. I apologize, guys. I just wanted to talk to OB as much as I can here, but I have a question here from Mike. He says, how long does it take to make one slip?
So one big papa slip, if I'm making one at a time, that would be very inefficient, but let's just say I'm going to make one. What I first have to do is cut the leather to the size that I'm going to use for wet forming. Right. I have to wet that leather and wet form it around the Big Papa or Beer Bomb. Or I did an accomplice for Brad. It was a JRW heavy accomplice, and that's going to dry for around 24 hours before I can touch it again. Because if you start disturbing it too soon, you're going to lose that shape. And then from there, it's post trimming, punching holes, stitching, and then finishing the edges. All in all, take out the 24 hours for dry time because that's just part of the process. It's not. I'm not sitting there working on it for that 24 hours, so I don't count that.
Yeah.
But I'd say overall, I can make a slip in about 30 minutes or so,
Ooh.
30 to 45 minutes.
Damn.
If I'm doing one like my red ones, they have painted edges. They're not burnished by hand. They're actually painted. That takes a little bit longer. You have to do multiple layers of acrylic paint and sanding in between each layer, and then you have to burnish that edge. So that takes a little bit longer. But overall, with the process of production with everything, it works out to keep that pricing in line. Because where I'm not using, tokenol and edge paint or edge dye, I'm using paint, which is a one-step process. You don't put tokenol over edge paint. I just use beeswax actually to seal all my edges after I'm done getting the color and consistency I want. I'll run beeswax around the edge, and then I'll hand buff it with a towel for about 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So it basically under an hour is where I try to be at on each piece. The knife slips are a little bit faster because I'm just cutting 2 pieces of leather and
slapping it together.
Punching, putting this eyelet in here. It's not that complicated. I've got actually a center punch that's made for this exact size of this grommet that punches a perfect hole in the leather. You set your bottom piece in there. You've got a retainer for that, and a piece that goes on top, and you just hit it a few times with your mallet, and that's that. It'll never come out. It's good to go. It's actually stronger than a stitch, but I try to keep everything around an hour because that allows me to have multiple products and kind of not overlap too much. And you kind of start getting into things where, okay, well, I'm making, let's say I decided to make a pouch one day with zippers and stuff. That'd probably be a 3-hour process if I had to guess. You can imagine 3-hour process with a high quality leather, what that cost might involve. It's not very marketable for the market that we're in as far as the pouch boys go. Now I know you have your exceptions with the Castle Grayscale collabs and stuff like that, but that usually ends up being on the secondary anyway that fetches those crazy prices. So
I bet.
I just try to kind of analyze everything as I make it. I've made a couple of things that I haven't put out to the market that I would like to, but just for the efficiency and where I want to price it, it doesn't match up from what I'm on.
Oh no! Did I just lose him? I did not just lose him, did I? I think I just lost my boy. If I see him hit that link, he's going to come back. But while we're figuring that out, I got my phone right here as well. I just want to thank everybody that joined the chat tonight. I really, really appreciate you guys. In addition to that, I also want to just announce a couple things. So, number one, you're going to see a lot more of these collabs happen. So, Brandon was the first one, HightideEDC. Next week, I have Alan, What's in My Pockets. After that, I have Geo, Mr. Pocket Filth himself. And then I end the month of January with Mr. Stacks, Steve Stacks. He's going to be here too. So, it's been a blessing to have these guests just jump on and join. I'm going to be reaching out to a bunch more people. iMac Dad, what's going on, man? Mike, what's up, dude? And I'll make sure I get them on the stream as well. It's just the beginning of the year. We got a bunch more ahead of us. And so he's letting me know right now. He was using his phone this whole time. So he wants everyone to know that his phone died, but he hoped he got the whole answer out. Again, I just want to say thank you so much. He's in the chat. Obi's in the chat. Here, let me transition over to main screen, man. Come on. He's in the chat. OB is in the chat. He's still here. Who's Steve Stacks? Says Ian. You know who I'm talking about, man. Come on. But I got the homies, man. I got the homies here, and I can't wait to just shoot the shit with them, unbox more stuff. 2024 is going to be one hell of a year. 2023 was amazing. Thank you again, Obi. I appreciate you so much for joining in. I really do. I'm happy too that your phone was able to stay up and not overheat after almost an hour and 20 of being live. But if you guys like this content, consider subscribing to the channel. If you're not a member already, consider doing that as well. I got a bunch of videos lined up that I'm going to be releasing to my members first, weeks in advance before they actually go out public. From there too, I also open up the comments to my members, so that way if they want to see more of some specific type of content on my channel, I reach out to them first. But yeah, so we're gonna get High Tide on again in the near future. I promise you guys that. Thank you so much for everybody that's been working the channel, who are mods, my members who are in the channel. I appreciate you all. I'm gonna catch you guys next week. I hope you guys have a fantastic and happy Tuesday, happy New Year, and we're gonna walk a pow on out of here. All right. High Tide, love you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the gifts. Check his site out. HightideEDC, get you 10% off. Peace. Transition!